Welcome back, everybody, to another Magno Vans episode. Clearly we're not in the shop, so we got some great things to show you about our recent build that we did, and it is amazing. The owner of this van is an unbelievable craftsmanship woodworker from the Northeast, and it was a pleasure to work with him alongside to get this unique, unbelievable van built with him. So I'll come over to show you this beautiful thing that we got today.
This for the time, got time for no day. Too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip we left at. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime.
All right, now you saw the little garage back here with the electrical instruments. What's going on inside, and check you the real deal of this build.
So 3 or 4 years ago, my wife and I started looking at the idea of maybe we want to go out and do some adventure travel, and we knew nothing about it. So we rented a Winnebago Revel to go out and try. We spent 2 months roaming the American Southwest. And from that, we figured out what we liked and didn't like about Sprinter van builds. So then I did a research all over the country. I looked at all of the different big van builders, whether it was outside van or Touareg, which, you know, you look at the list of who were the top guys. Those are. I talked to them, and I also found Magno Van in that same time. And at the end, Magno Van was more flexible and willing to do sort of out-of-the-box things. And so we got together and penned out a project, and they agreed, which was really nice of them, to allow me to do some of the interior woodwork finish and help with the design ideas. Because for us, the way the layout was really important. For example, we wanted windows all the way around. We wanted no upper cabinets around because we wanted to let the outside into the van. I wanted sort of a continual smooth surface around. My wife really wanted an L-shaped bench in here, which, as it turns out, was a really nice feature because it feels very living room-like. My wife and I wanted a shower, but we didn't want it in the middle because of the way it blocks or separates out the space, because these are small spaces, so you want to try to maximize the feel of the indoor-outdoor space and the size of it. The next piece was we wanted a bed that went up and down because it saves so much more space. And so we ended up designing one that goes from front to back instead of from side to side. And the reason being is because each person can get out of bed at night if you want to, and not interrupt the other person. So those were sort of the design criteria, and we hooked up with Magno, and it was just a fantastic experience because they can do everything. And in fact, some of the stuff that they did, I could easily argue their fit and finish work for the furniture type items is as good or better than what we came up with collectively. I just did it because I wanted to do this weirdo Burmese teak. I had the material from other projects I was working on, and so they were gracious enough to allow me to do it. So now we finished the van. It's absolutely fantastic. We can come be in this van, live in this van for 2-3 months if we want, go where we want, stop where we want, of everything we could possibly want to make the time reasonably comfortable. The best part of the van that I like is the open, airy feel that you get from the inside. It's very unique for a van build not to feel like you're in a confined space. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, seems to me you want to be able to, and you're inside, you want to be able to see nature and have it kind of go indoor and outdoor. So that's my favorite feature, is that the open, expansive feel of the interior. The Magno van is a very globally thinking shop, and they're small enough to not be confined to a particular regiment of a build. So if you have something special you really want, yes, I highly would recommend Magno vans because they're very decent and able to deal with almost any request you have.
All right, like I said, I want to show you this inside of this beauty. I'm going to unveil it now and just show you the glimpse of the woodworking that's done with the Burmese teak throughout the whole van, accompanied with carpet, and make this thing gorgeous. So everything complements it really well. We have the woodworking on the lower half, all the cabinets and the benches and the accents made out of this teak. But we also have durable cabinets up top, full shower inside. Come on in, check it out. So right here at the door when you walk in, get to see yourself before you leave the van on that adventure that you're going on next. Open it up and you have a full standing shower inside. Shower has a light, has it the shower head comes off so you can scrub down, get clean after whatever adventure you got into in this van. High luxury on every part of this van. Now we're brought into the galley, into the kitchen area. You have plenty of space throughout this whole van, storage everywhere. In the kitchen, for your optimum cooking needs, obviously we have the isotherm fridge right in here. Underneath you, we have a Panatronics microwave and a 2-burner hot plate on the top of the cabinet here. And on this left-hand side over here, we have the sink with a cutting board on top, the removable cutting board on top of the sink, fit in perfectly on this counter over here. You do have a TV that is on a swivel, on a bracket swivel, to watch a TV when you're lying in bed or you're on the benches sitting down here hanging out, but it pushes out of the way and gets out of the way easily. And above your head, all the cabinets are C-Tech manufacturing. Beautiful amount of storage that we have in both sides. You have a 4-foot cabinet here and a little bit smaller cabinet, but anything that you're going to need to store in the kitchen area, right above your head, you're going to have easy access to. Light switches here with a dimmer. You have the outlet, you have a 12-volt USB, and then your control panels are actually right here under your sink to look at the amount of battery usage. The control system is right here, easy access in the kitchen area. And as we go further back, you can really see the unbelievable woodworking skills and quality of wood that Stuart brought into the shop, and it came out gorgeous. The things that he was working on side by side with us, it is unbelievable. You look at this bench, you have a single seat right here, but then you can fit your whole family inside this van. You have the whole bench. Each one underneath here, you do have storage as well. Storage comes out from underneath here on this side. Multiple different storage cabinets. And also behind this, we have the water tank behind me. Underneath this back section here in the garage that was hidden by the garage, but underneath these benches, easily take off the panel and you have access to the 9 batteries. That is an unbelievable amount of batteries that you can have. So this thing is off the grid all the time. With all these components and all this in here, you could still be off grid for days. As long as you want, you can have everything running to the highest potential that it needs to. So another thing we got going too, as I'm sitting underneath here, super comfortable, we have a bed above our head. So you're wondering where we're gonna sleep? I can show you guys right now. This is a custom made bed that we built in shop. And as I turn it on, I'm gonna lower it down for you to see how it works. Easy like this. As it drops down, it actually just sits on a rubber band, and then you have access to step on this bench here and get yourself up onto your bed. Full bed, super comfortable, but when you're not using it, it's up and out of the way. You know, and Stuart, he thought about everything in this van, what he's gonna want, him and his wife as they're traveling through. What are they gonna want? Do they want a stationary bed? This is the design they came up with the bed on a platform that we had built for him. Lifts up and is out of the way, but you guys can be hanging out in this beautifully laid out. And as you also saw, there's windows throughout this whole van. So as you look upon wherever you end up for the night, during the day, during the travels, you have panoramics from your bed or from any spot that you want to be in this van. The back doors have the windows on them too, with the shades down. For the cold weather, they needed something, so we threw them in the Webasto with the control panel up here. If they get a little cold at night, they can throw on the heater. It blows out hot air and it's going to keep you guys nice and warm inside the cold temperatures. And then right as you walked in the door, we have the AC unit, 110 AC, right above there. So if you're in Florida as we are right now, you can be nice and cool. And also accompanied above the bed is the Max fan back there, which can draw in air or push it out of the van. It is a beautiful thing to have right above your head. All right, you guys. As you can see, we drove this van down just the street a little bit to a park to show you the rest of the outside features that we have on it. All right, you guys, thank you guys for coming and checking out our van build. Got to hear Stuart and what he said about working with us. On my side of things, it was a pleasure working with him and seeing the skills that he could bring to the table, working together to get this van built. To me, super luxury, but it has all the components of an adventure van, what you need, and nothing that you don't want. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and our website. If you have any questions about the things that we used on the van, or any of the materials, workmanship, anything like that, reach out to us. For your future build, we'll be here. And catch you next time on our next build.